Alright guys, so I'm gonna take a quick recording and see how the Redline fluid feels after sitting for about 5 or 6 days. So let's go for it. Alright, by the way, it's very cold, so I'm wearing these gloves more so because it's cold, not because I want to be cool with driving gloves. It's a freezing late October right now. It's probably cold enough to snow already, but it's actually sunny out today. It's just freezing cold. So anyways, we're gonna go for a drive. I'm gonna go put some gas in this thing and then get it all warmed up, take it around, see how it feels, and probably do a couple pulls, see how it is. Actually sounds really good. I have that back piece of the exhaust off right now, as you guys heard at the beginning. Actually sounds really good. Not too loud, still nice and quiet. It was definitely loud on startup, but it sounded good. As you guys can see there, that's a warm 1 to 2. Felt totally fine. And this is only my second time driving it since I changed it, so you know, who knows. We'll have to see as I'm driving around right now. I just still haven't driven this car that much to know the ins and outs yet, and to know kind of how it behaves. So we'll see. Today will be kind of my first test day of actually like pushing the car a bit. So like I said, we'll see. I'm gonna go to a place that I know is pretty empty and see how it does. This gas station has like every other pump that's out right now. It's kind of annoying. But I think they're trying to save some money, so I can't blame them. All right, let me go ahead and shut her down, and I will be back with some gasoline. Get it toasty in here because I'm cold. By the way, if you guys see my passenger seat warmers on, I just do that just so it gets used. But like if I don't use it often, then that's a better chance of it going out or doing something silly. So that's why it's on, not because I have a passenger. But let's go ahead and head out needs to be adjusted, because I can tell when going to other gears it feels different than when I'm going to second right now. And I think that's why I'm getting those grinds, because every once in a while if I get it in just right, it won't make the noise. So I gotta do some research and do some kind of testing out to see, or you know, more so I just need to play around with the shifter position and get it spot on so it's not doing that. Because I mean, fingers crossed, I don't think second gear is grinding on this transmission. I just think it's the shifter not being aligned exactly properly how it's supposed to, which is understandable, because I basically free-handed it when I tried to use the tool that Dimitri gave me. I didn't really know the exact way to do it. I tried to look online, but I tried exactly what I saw in the pictures and tutorial, but just wasn't really working. So I just kind of free-handed it and made it go to where it was supposed to go. You know, it could have something to do with my shift extender too, so maybe if it keeps doing on this drive, maybe I can take that off and see how it does without it. I got no issues running without it if it means that I'm having a better time shifting to second. That's a pretty frequently used gear. When you're talking about pretty tall gearing for, you know, driving a V8. As you can see, she still performs very well. Still feels smooth. Feels healthy. So I'm gonna try to find this road up here. I used to actually go to this road way back in the day to test out my 0 to 60s on different cars. Like way back in the day when I had a Civic Type R motor in a EJ1 Honda Civic Coupe. For any former Honda boys or girls or current, I would still have one. We've talked about this in the videos, but I would definitely still have one if we had a garage. I just don't. They get stolen way too much, especially up here. I know California, Washington, and a lot of places all over the U.S. It's like the #1 stolen car still is Honda Civic. So yeah, that part of it just sucks. We've talked about it briefly in the videos before. If they weren't such a magnet for that type of activity, I definitely would love to own one again. Okay, can't really remember where it is. It might be this road. I think it is. Okay, we're on the road now. I'm going to do a couple more. I'm just gonna do a regular kind of drive through the first time. I want to see how it's doing with second as it is, and if it's not going good, I'm gonna swap out the shift knob for that one and just run the smaller one. So we'll see how it does right here. So totally weird. Like it goes in a second fine right there at higher RPM, which is weird. So I don't know. I'm confused about it, to be honest. Because you would think if it was really having an issue at higher RPM, it would have more of an issue. But it doesn't. It went in flawlessly right there. Let's try to shift down a second. No problem there. And you know, for all I know, like, people said the more they drove with the Redline fluid, the better it got. So I don't know. It's still up in the air, just because, like I said, I haven't driven this car enough to really know the answer yet. Felt fine right there. Part of me thinks that I'm just not getting my clutch pedal down all the way, because it's actually a pretty far travel for the clutch. It's different than clutches I've driven in the past, and it's been so long since I had a manual car. I'm just still getting good at it again. I'm not that good at it right now. So I think it's a combination of things, but I would definitely say the shifter probably needs to be adjusted a bit. But it is weird though that I don't know, it's kind of hit or miss right now. So we'll loop around, we'll go back to that road and do another pull and see how it does. But just in normal driving, I want to see if feels fine now. I'm just glad to be out driving it, to be honest. Pops. I would usually go to this road really early in the morning or kind of beginning at night, so it wasn't so busy. But we'll try to go one more time and see how it does. Right there, downshifting a second, it's fine. It's just first to second, so it's gotta be the shift adjustment that's needed, because I can downshift to second fine, I can start from second fine, and even when you guys saw launching it, high RPMs first to second was fine, but it's just low RPMs when it's cold, and when it's whatever, it's just not going in correctly. Cars behind us. Let me go ahead and try. There is a car coming in a little bit. Being a little touchy on the throttle there at first, trying to avoid spinning out or peeling the tires. All right, last one, and I'm gonna get her out of here. I don't want to stick around here too long doing this. We got golfers over here to the right. Somebody's gonna call the cops on me for sure. So let's do this one more time. So I don't really know what to tell you. It performs fine once it's warm and at high RPMs. It's fine. The transmission feels strong, it feels stable. Yeah, I can't really say for sure what's going on exactly when it's cold. But I'll definitely take a look at doing the shifter adjustment. Feels really good though. I love it, man. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get out of here. People don't like stuff like that, so yeah. Tried to go to a very empty road though to test stuff out. More testing is definitely necessary. I mean, it feels really good. Doesn't feel good when it's being weird in the second gear, but so as you saw, all in all, gonna have to do some more kind of trial and error testing. I think for sure I want to get the shifter position kind of in the spot where it's supposed to be. But besides that, I mean, the car performs well once it's warmed up, and it's not having those second gear issues like it does when it's cold. So I'm not too worried about it. I don't think it's the transmission. I don't think it's the synchros or the gears actually worn out. I think it has to do with the shifter position being off, and it being off enough that when it's cold, it's grinding, and then once it's warmed up, you know, the slightest bit that it's off is not affecting it as much. So I'm going to talk to Dimitri, see what he has to say, and definitely go over there and see if we can get it adjusted properly, since he has experience with it and knows how to do it correctly. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.